Thanks for tuning in to our seller interview series. Up to date, we've got a multi-affiliate site and info product business for sale in the finance niche. Created in May 2012, this business makes $2,299 per month in net profit, and the listing number for this business is 41010. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Thanks for coming on, Lauren.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, before we get started with all the good questions here, just to give a quick summary of the business for everyone out there listening in. As I mentioned, it was built in May 2012, has a monthly revenue of $3,117 with expenses sitting at $819 for that total net profit of $2,299. That is over a 12-month average. And included with the sale of the business is the domain, content files, worksheets, designs, teachable account for courses, the copy and curriculum for the 2 premium and 2 free courses, as well as the social media accounts such as Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. There will also be an email list included of 3,900 subscribers that is cleaned regularly to keep only engaged subscribers on it. So all that being said, Lauren, could you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Sure. So I don't have a ton of experience in building online businesses. This is my first one, my baby, so to speak. Learned a lot, certainly over the last 5 years, taking a blog that's just content, my thoughts from 0 followers, 0 income, up to the readership and income that it has today. And a lot of it's been, self-education. You can't go to college to learn how to run a blog yet. So a lot of it's just, reading books, taking courses, listening to podcasts, networking with others in the industry and finding out what works and what doesn't, and then spending a lot of time testing. And I think I figured out, a pretty good formula for consistent, income from the website, and hopefully we'll find someone who can take it to the next level.
Without giving away the niche or anything like that, how did you come up with the idea for this site in particular? Was it something you were already kind of passionate about, or was it something that you did competitor research and saw a gap that you could fill?
Yes. So the niche is personal finance. I worked as an assistant at a hedge fund in New York City for some time, which is kind of where my interest in personal finance began. And from there, it kind of just was an area of interest for me. I had no idea that it could be such a lucrative niche, kind of in the online web world.
Yeah, definitely. But you were pleasantly surprised.
It was kind of a happy accident. So I have a lot of friends who are bloggers in different niches, and, they have bigger followings than I do, but I earn more income because of the niche that I'm in.
Right. So for someone looking at this business and perhaps they're not familiar with what multi-affiliate or even info products are, could you just briefly describe how this website is making money currently?
Absolutely. So I like to call it kind of an income pie. And so I have lots of different ways that I'm currently making income, and they kind of look like slices of pie if you put them all together. It's sort of an Excel spreadsheet. But it's affiliates, and not just one affiliate or 2 affiliates, quite a large handful. I think right now it's like 25 different affiliates, because you're offering financial product recommendations. And so there's certainly a lot of those. Financial products aren't one size fits all. Everyone's looking for something different. So it's affiliates. It's product sales of, the products that I have created to support this business. There are sponsored posts from working with large financial brands in the industry, and then also ad revenue.
So with money, it seems like pretty consistent and fairly good. Why are you selling the business? Why not keep it and keep cashing those checks or keep growing it?
I definitely have an entrepreneurial spirit, and I'm looking for my next challenge. It's been 5 years, and so I'm ready to move on and stretch my wings and learn something else.
Okay, so are you planning on using the capital from this business to start that something else, or maybe, to go on a nice vacation, something along those lines?
Well, I'd certainly like to have that option. I don't think it would be a blogging business. I think I have other interests that I would like to pursue. But yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Very cool. When you first created this site, what was the trajectory of the business those first few weeks and months? Did you find that you were getting sales fairly quickly, or did it take a while for that to start?
No, absolutely not. So, because I knew absolutely zero about blogging, the first probably 2.5 years were just kind of me writing content and building a brand and putting myself out there and figuring it out. And then eventually I began to realize that you could make money through blogging. And then it was really only about a year ago that I realized, that you could put systems in place to kind of grow the revenue. So, very strategic affiliate partnerships. So, I've really only been hyper focused on scaling the income for maybe the last 14 months or so.
Ah, very interesting. Is there anything you learned from this business? Like one thing that just particularly worked really well for you that you might apply to your future projects and businesses?
Well, I think just in general, you have to hit people with these affiliates and these messages multiple times in order to see conversions. So it's very much a numbers game. So the number of times you put an affiliate in front of someone or the post where that affiliate has like a lot of page views do better. And then also kind of just diversifying is something I'll take with me, having so many affiliates and so many different products, if an affiliate relationship were to change or something was to kind of shift with what you were doing, you can easily, course correct given that, you have so many to choose from.
And is there anything you tried that didn't work? Something that you believed would be more successful than it actually was?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Gosh, you hit me the hard-hitting questions. I'm trying to think if there was anything that I think I didn't invest enough into search engine optimization, which is something I would love for the future seller to really either have that background or be really committed to that, because I think that's where they're going to see the biggest income growth. I don't have that background, and as I said, I'm kind of not interested in pursuing it at this point, but I think that's probably my biggest missed opportunity, was not fully investing in search engine optimization and either outsourcing it or really kind of learning that skill.
That kind of segues into my next question. What is the traffic that you're getting for the site? You mentioned search organic. I'm assuming you're talking about search engine optimization, but it doesn't sound like you're getting too much traffic from there. Is that the case, or where is it all coming from?
A lot of it is social media. So this website business comes with, then a pre-built social following. So a lot of the traffic comes from there. Probably get between 300 and 400 visitors a day from search engines. But again, I think that could be much higher. And again, it's been a year of me kind of like figuring out how to do that and not being super successful. So I'm like, I really think that's kind of like the big area of growth.
So you're mainly currently getting just organic social media traffic, like from your Facebook, Instagram, and so on?
Absolutely.
Interesting. So you mentioned earlier that you had around 25 different affiliate offers and a couple of info products that you're selling. Do you find that one of the affiliate offers or one of the info products earns the lion's share of the income on the site, or is it kind of spread out between them all?
Yes, there are affiliates and info products that do better than the rest, typically just because they offer a higher payout. So one affiliate pays out, over $150 per lead, and then the info product is sold for over $200. And so those earn the lion's share of the income because conversions are high, but also because they're a higher payout.
And you mentioned that you were writing the content and now you recently scaled it. How much content is on the site? Do you know?
There's about 150 posts on the website currently, and there is enough content that has already been built between me and my team for one post a week from now through the end of the year.
Okay, cool. So your current editorial schedule for the site is about 4 pieces per month. Is that correct?
It ends up usually being about 5 or 6 because of sponsored content opportunities that come my way. But at minimum, yes, it's 4, so 1 a week.
So talk about those sponsored content opportunities for a second. Are these people reaching out to you, paying you to have a guest post on your blog, something like that?
Yes, absolutely. It's pretty well-known financial brands just want to kind of increase overall brand awareness. And since the website is so visible, I've had a lot of opportunities to create content on behalf of these brands and then get compensated for it.
Interesting. Very cool. And you also mentioned your team. Would this team be coming with a new owner? Are they contractors or do they work directly for you?
They're contractors and they will be coming with the website.
Awesome. Moving into some opportunities here. Let's pretend you're going to keep the business and you wanted to grow it. What would be the least risky path you'd focus on to grow this business?
So again, I think it goes back to SEO, like I mentioned before. Least risky, definitely probably investing a little bit more into my Pinterest strategy. I've seen great strides there lately. Again, just haven't had the time or bandwidth to kind of put the energy there that needs to be. I would say those two things. And again, a lot of my time and energy and, resources have been spent up to now building these products and the content. And again, it's done. So, foreseeable future for the next 6 or 7 months, I could just focus on building traffic, which I think is where you're going to see the dollars grow.
Yeah, absolutely. More traffic, more money, right? So,
100% all day, every day.
if you threw caution to the wind and you just wanted to grow the business as fast as humanly possible, what would you do to grow the business? Would you do anything different?
I would either outsource kind of the creation and strategy and management of Facebook ads. I haven't seen too much success with that, but I know other people who have, and I think, I'm in a niche that lends itself well to that. And then again, maybe just building out more content specific to affiliates. So instead of 25 affiliates, maybe I'd have 50 affiliates and kind of see from there what sticks and what doesn't.
So you'd focus more on paid traffic and expanding your affiliate offers.
Yes.
What is the biggest risk for this business that buyers should be aware of before they purchase it?
Big risk? I'm not entirely certain there's a huge risk in terms of this business or this niche because personal finance is something everyone needs. Probably the biggest risk is making sure that the content is interesting because it is, becoming more of a crowded space. You have, big name financial players. So that's kind of a risk is that there are these big name websites. So the content especially has to be really, really good.
Yeah, definitely. I could see that, especially as time goes on, that you'll need high quality content to compete with those larger competitors. What are you doing right now on a weekly or monthly basis to maintain the business as is?
Absolutely. So I recently took a full-time job and went back to work. So before I started, I wanted to make sure that the website could run itself, not only for me, but for whoever the new owner is. So I have a team of writers. I also have an editor, a social media person, and a graphic designer.
Nice.
And so between all of us, yeah. And I typically only write for the post for the site maybe once a month because I just like writing. So right now it's a lot of management. It's assigning content topics. It's making sure that they get written. The writers write and the editor edits and puts it into WordPress with our tools. And then I go through and do like a final edit. And we manage our work through with Trello. So right now I would say unless these sponsored content opportunities come up, I'm really only putting maybe 2 hours in at the most on Sunday evenings for the website, which is pretty good.
Yeah, very good. I use Trello myself, very familiar with those boards.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I think it's a great little project management system. So moving to some wrap-up questions, would you be willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes.
And how much support would you be willing to offer that buyer?
I think I would be willing to offer a lot of support. Again, as I said, this is my baby. I want to make sure it's in good hands. I want to make sure that whoever buys it feels confident and has the tools that they need to continue moving this brand I built forward to even better success.
Obviously, the best case scenario here for you and for Empire Flippers is someone comes in and buys the business for full list price, but are you open to a split or earn out? Like say someone says 80% up front and then 20% after a few months, or perhaps 20% after hitting some kind of training goal, something like that?
Certainly open to discussion.
Excellent. Before I ask you my final question, I just want to give a quick summary of the business again for everyone out there listening in. As I mentioned at the top of the show, this business was built in May 2012, has a monthly revenue of $3,117, with expenses sitting at $819 for that net profit of $2,299. Now that is over a 12-month average. Included with the sale of the business is the domain, content files, worksheets, and designs, along with a teachable account for the courses, the copy and curriculum for the 2 premium and free courses, and the social media accounts. There is also an email list of 3,900 subscribers that is cleaned regularly to keep only engaged subscribers on it. So, Lauren, my final question for you is, what is your best pitch in 30 seconds or less on why someone should purchase this business?
Okay, so I think there are a lot of compelling reasons why someone should buy this business. I think there's a lot of untapped potential. Again, it's up and running. It has great content. It has an engaged following. It's got very active social media channels. But again, I just don't think it previously had, who had the skill set to leverage it to even greater heights. So I really feel like if someone wants to come in and have something pre-built, and then it's like a fixer-upper with really great bones. If that makes sense. I really believe that. I think it's got great bones, and it just needs someone to kind of give it a little love and attention, and maybe someone who's an expert, in what we're doing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of intriguing paths a buyer could take with this. As you mentioned earlier, like an SEO could definitely, get that content ranking higher, getting that good organic traffic. And as you said, your niche does lend well to paid traffic, and there are higher margin products to offer. So I think that is a very interesting. Plus, you have a team already set up. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff. As you said, a good set of bones. For everyone out there, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want more information, the link will be below the video in the description. That will take you to the marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the actual listing page and you want more information, you can become a depositor today. All you have to do is click the button, make a deposit, and you'll be given everything you need to review this business. So, Lauren, thank you so much for coming on. It was an absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you.